The first thing I wanted to actually do was clarify from the previous video because as you could see, I was having a problem making a new layer using this button down here. So as you can see, even teachers run into problems every once in a while. But let's go back and I found the solution to it. So I'm so used to using key commands, I can't remember the manual way to go and do things. So I had to look it up. So let's do this real quick. I'm going to go back to my magic wand tool. I'm going to click right here. Now what I did is I hit this button here, okay? And when I clicked it, it didn't do anything other than when I turned the layer off, it didn't collect anything. It just moved the selection. So I don't want to do that, okay? So I'm going to delete this. I'm going to go back to my shoe again and I'm going to select it. So what I was showing you, the quick and easy way to do it is if you zoom into that particular layer, okay, that you want to make a shoe of. So right here, right? And I go back. I go here and I select my image right here. Okay. I go up to layer and I go new. Okay. And it's layer via copy. And as you can see, check it out. There's the key command that I was just talking about, Command J. And that's how you would go and make a new copy from your selection. So let's hit that. And as you will see, there it is. But, you know, as I said before, it's a lot easier to just click here and go Command J. But for some of you that need to go manual or even just learn the control panels, that's a good way to do it. Okay. All right. So moving on, we're going to go up here and start working on all of our shoe pieces to put our characters in. So let's start with our swoosh. Now there's two ways to turn the selection on here. Okay. So the first one would be, is the quicker way, is if you zoom in, I can see right here, this box. If I hold the command key down, you see a little tiny square show up. And if I click on it while I'm holding command, it turns the selection on. Okay, it's a quick way to do it, but you gotta make sure you're inside here. If you click out here and hold command, it don't work. Okay, so once again, hold command and click, and it now becomes a selection. There's also another way to do it. If you want to go the manual way, you click on your layer, you go up to select, and you hit reselect, and then there's that command key that you could use, okay, to be able to learn how to do that. Okay, reselect, that would be Shift, Command, and D. So I'll zoom out on that. Okay, and hit reselect. Okay, so here we go. Now I have my selection. So the first thing I want to do is I want to go in and open up my very first image. In order to do that, I'm going to go open, go to my shoe, and I'm going to take a look and find my first piece. So how about we take the Avengers logo? So I'm going to open that up. And remember what we did with the previous project, we would go in and hit select, subject, okay? And as you'll see, there's my logo, pretty cool. So now I want to copy this, okay? So we go Command and the letter C to copy it, okay? Now I want to go to my layer. Don't forget the boxes around it because you have transform controls shown. So you know you're on the right layer. There's all your marching ants and you're on the proper layer. So now what you want to do is go up to the top. Okay. Edit. We'll go down. Okay. Up to. Zoom out a little bit. Paste special. And then paste into. Okay. So there you have it. Now it's pretty big. So I have to go in and resize this, which is no problem. You go just like that. And now you can start to see, I'm putting that Avengers logo in there, but I want to be able to see the word Avengers. So if you look really closely here, I'm going to do this, okay? If you look at these corners, see how these arrows show up? I can click and turn it, okay? Pretty cool. To make it fit where you want it to fit. Now check this out also. I would recommend that you play with the Command, Option, and Shift keys because they give you choices to make adjustments. So watch this. I'm going to hold Command and I'm going to click here and drag. See how it stretches? Okay. I can also hold Command and click on these individual little corners and stretch it. Okay. There's all kinds of cool stuff you can do to try and make this work. Okay. So I'm going to leave this right here for now. I could go here and play with it for a while, but for the interest of trying to get this tutorial done. So I like what I did. Don't forget, you can mouse outside the box and you can see the little arrows. It allows you to do that. And if you click on any point and hold the command key, you can stretch. And then if you click on one of these center ones, it'll stretch the whole thing. And then now I have my Avengers piece, okay? So let's move on and try another one. I'm going to go to here. Once again, I'm going to go over to layer 4. I'm going to hold that command key down. Take a look over here. Hold the command key down and click. Okay? So now I have this active area selected. I'm going to go back. I'm going to close this because I'm done. I'm going to open up a new piece. So let's go to the Iron Man picture. And I'm going to open that up. So here's Iron Man. Now I want the whole entire thing. Okay? So I don't want to do select subject. It's a lot easier to do it this way. If you hold command and hit the letter A, it will select the whole entire image, as you can see. You'll see the marching ants on the outside. Now, if you want to do it manually, you go up top to select and you hit all. Now everything is selected, okay? So now I want to copy, so I would hit Command C or edit, copy right here. Okay, there's Command C. So I'm going to copy this. I'm going to go back to my shoe. I'm making sure I'm on the right layer. And then I'm here. And I'm going to go up top and go edit. Don't forget, paste special, paste into. So now here's the whole piece. Pretty cool. And I'm going to zoom out a little bit. I'm going to resize this and get it to a place where I think it looks pretty cool. And the fact that you can see that it's Iron Man. Okay. And like I said, it takes a little bit of time to stretch these pieces out and get it exactly where you want it. So that's not bad right there. Okay. And don't forget, make sure it fits the shape of the shoe. So I can move these little corners here and shift them around. I think that looks really, really good. And this is essentially what you're doing for the rest of the assignment. You're going in, you're selecting a piece, you're going to hit, like I said before, command, and you're going to click on that layer. Now it's a selection. Close your previous image. Open up the next one. Put the Hulk in there. You're going to hit open. Select all, or in this case would be good. We could do select subject. So you could select the whole thing if you want the colored background, or you could just go select subject. And there he is. We're going to hit Command C to copy him. And once again, we're going to click here and go edit, paste special, paste into. And as you can see, it's big. So we're going to resize him and figure out how we can make him fit. That looks pretty good. But be aware, now you have some empty space over here, so you might want to put another character in, or maybe try and stretch him around a bit to get him to fit properly. Actually, that looks pretty cool. Okay, so as you can see, I'm starting to build out my shoe. And that's it. So for the last video, we'll have our finished shoe, how we're going to save it all, save it as a PSD, and save it as a JPEG.